Who's next for MVP Michael Venom Page? It depends what you're trying to do with him. Are you trying to get him to a title shot? What are we doing? Are we trying to build star power here? Because to me, if that's what we're trying to do, the answer is not Wonderboy Thompson. Yes, Wonderboy is number 9, and they do share a similar striking style, both that karate point fighting style, which in my opinion would create more problems than entertainment and excitement. They're both counter guys, so they're going to pretty much be staring at each other. It's not going to be this high action fight that I think people want it to be or think it's going to be in their heads. Oh, karate at the highest level. Like, yes, but that could also be very boring, as could boxing or jiu-jitsu or any other sport at its highest level. Wonderboy is also not doing too hot. He's 1-3 in his last 4, okay? 3 losses, 1 win, not great. I say you fast track him and you give him someone like Shavkat Rakhmonov, because not for nothing, I think that's a very winnable fight for Shavkat. So even though you're making Shavkat fight again, you're giving Shavkat sort of a layup. You're giving Shavkat someone who he could do the same damn thing he did against Wonderboy. Walk him down, pressure him, get him against the cage, take him down, and submit him. He could do the same damn thing to MVP. You know what I mean? He could do the same thing. It's the same type of matchup. But if MVP wants a shot at Leon Edwards, you know, you don't get to just jump over Bilal. You don't get to jump over Shavkat Usman. You don't get to do that. You have to prove yourself against these guys as well. So I say if you're going with the fast track, if you want to take this new exciting style kind of guy and bring him up here, you have to give him someone like a Shavkat Rakhmonov. Now, I don't think they're going to do that because MVP did not get a finish at UFC 299. He did not finish Kevin Holland. If he had finished Kevin Holland, it would have been much different. But the fight kind of got worse and more hacky as it went on. And it was kind of like, you know what I mean? It became a performance. Amazing first round. Like, hats off to you in the first round. But an overall, okay, I'll see him when I see him. If he had gotten some crazy knockout on Kevin Holland, the hype would have been, you know, through the roof, guys. But he didn't. It is what it is. So I think because of that, you got to give him somebody down here. I think you got to go MVP versus, got to give him someone with a win. Can you guess who? Ian Machado Gary. I say you give him Ian Machado Gary, who it's also going to be, I think, at times that staring contest of a fight. But it'll be interesting to see how Ian Gary deals with that. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting to see how Ian Gary deals with it potentially in the UK. Maybe they book that fight as a main event in the UK, give MVP a hometown, and Ian Gary, you know, he's got to go in there. I don't know. Maybe you test him that way. I think that would be a really interesting test for an Ian Gary. And it just, if you're going to have a staring contest matchup, it's better to do it against the new guy, give him a test, as opposed to the old guy where it's like, what are we even doing this for, you know? That's my take on that one. I don't think Colby Covington's going to be fighting Ian Gary. I think that's why he gave out all those very serious stipulations. Oh, get on your knees, do this, da da da. Ian's obviously not going to do that, so the fight's not going to happen. With that said, you know, look at Colby. He's number 4, guys. Just to back up that point I just made, he's number 4. Ian Gary's number 7. Colby never fights down in the rankings. He only fights up. Colby Covington's looking to possibly get this shot right here with Bilal Muhammad, in my opinion. Maybe he's looking, maybe he's looking at a rematch with Usman at this point, but I don't think so. I think the smarter bet for Colby is Bilal. Fresh matchup, wouldn't even say more of a chance. I would probably favor Bilal on that one, but hey, man, you really gonna go up against Usman again, you know? And if Colby did fight down in the rankings, Colby's coming off of a loss. I'm pretty sure he would pick somebody like Gilbert Burns as opposed to Ian Gary. Or even a Wonderboy Thompson, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he would rather fight Wonderboy Thompson instead of an Ian Gary as well. But, yeah, that's just my take. I think Colby's very strategic with how he takes fights and how he positions himself, and he's not just gonna give Ian Gary a free crack at him, you know what I mean? He'll fight Ian Gary if it means Colby gets a title shot. But I don't think Colby beating Ian Gary gets him a title shot. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but, you know, that's my take. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Agree, disagree. It really doesn't matter. Just join the discussion. Follow for more. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the time spent. And thank you. You are appreciated.